Did you know the number one thing getting in the way of the success that you want to have as an entrepreneur, of the results that you want to have as an entrepreneur, is you? Now, most entrepreneurs actually know that. They say, look, I am in my own way and I am frustrated. I know that feeling all too well when you really know that nothing else is to blame for the results that you're not having, that you are standing in your own way. This could be limiting beliefs. It could be lies that you believe from the past. This could be fear, doubt, overwhelm, discouragement, just self-sabotage, worthiness. There's so many things that can come up for you. And the truth is that's part of the journey of entrepreneurship. We're all up against that. You know, we all have a past, we all have a journey, we all have lies that we've believed about ourselves and limiting beliefs about success, about entrepreneurship, or even about ourselves that we've picked up along the way that are in the way, that contradict what we are here to do. And to have success, you just have to be willing to break through. You can't sit there and think you're the only one facing those challenges, because you're not. We're all facing them. But to have success, you have to be willing to break through. And I just want to share one little tip with you today, and that is first acknowledging and taking responsibility that you are the one in your own way. Now, a lot of people don't want to do this because they tend to avoid taking responsibility, maybe wanting to blame outside circumstances or blame someone else for their lack of results. But the problem is when you do that, you're giving all your power away. When you actually realize that you're the one in your way and you take responsibility for that, you can actually do something to shift it. So that's the good news. So first and foremost, I want to invite you to really look at, what are you getting out of being in your own way? What are you getting out of self-sabotaging, believing lies about yourself, feeding into limiting beliefs that you know aren't true? What are you getting out of that? Now, this is a tough question for a lot of people to look at, but it's at the beginning of transformation and having a breakthrough. Because when you actually look at what you're getting out of it, you realize that there's a reason why you've been doing what you're doing. So it's not such a mystery anymore. So oftentimes, why we get in our own way, why we sabotage our success, is because we are trying to protect ourselves. A lot of times, if we don't succeed and we don't break through and we stay where we are, well, that's your comfort zone. That's predictable for you. That's safe for you, even if you hate it there, right? There's some kind of safety or comfort about it. It's pretty normal. It makes sense, but it also helps you understand yourself better. Wow, that's why I've been sabotaging. Sometimes we view success as dangerous, you know, even though we want it, or we want to have that result, or we really want to break through and help people. Sometimes we have our own limiting beliefs about what that would be like, so we sabotage. So first and foremost, acknowledging I'm the one in the way. And when I get in the way of my own success, there's a reason for it. There's something I'm getting out of it. So identify at least one thing you're getting out of you, getting in your own way, feeding into the doubt, the fear, the overwhelm. You know, what are you getting out of procrastinating or self-sabotaging? Start there. And then I want you to take it one step further, and I want you to identify what it's costing you. What is it costing you to get in your own way? Because you're paying a really heavy price. And what happens is, if you don't see that, you're going to keep doing what you're getting something out of. But the minute you see that it's costing you everything, you realize it's not worth it, and you're going to start to break through. That's the beginning of breakthrough, is total responsibility, seeing the reality of things, and realizing that you can make a shift. You can actually have that breakthrough. You know, and God doesn't want you sitting there stuck, spinning, wandering in the wilderness forever and ever. You know, we do that to ourselves oftentimes because we're afraid to go to the other side. But if you can identify what it's costing you, and I'll tell you what, as an entrepreneur, if you're staying stuck and you keep getting in your own way over and over and over again, usually it's costing you your fulfillment. It's a horrible feeling. It's costing you your joy. Oftentimes it puts strain on your relationships with other people, right? It often puts strain on your health. And it's costing you that, I would say, overall joy and fulfillment of waking up every day and being excited to do what you've been called to do. And that satisfaction of knowing that you're moving forward, that you're taking action. You're depriving yourself of all of that, all because you're getting something out of it, right? So again, you can even put this on a piece of paper. On one side, write down what you're getting out of being in your own way, believing a lie, self-sabotaging, procrastinating, whatever it is you're doing. What are you getting out of that? And on the other side of the paper, write down what it's costing you. And you're probably going to have something around your health, your relationships, your joy, your energy, your excitement, your enthusiasm, your fulfillment, and overall quality of life. And when you realize how much it's costing you, the next thing you're going to want to do is have a breakthrough. How much longer do you want to stay stuck? How much longer do you want to wander in the wilderness? Because you don't have to. I mean, you're loved either way, and you're amazing either way, and it doesn't affect your worth or your value, but it does affect the quality of your life. And then you get to ask yourself, when do I want to have a breakthrough? How much longer do I want to do this? Because life is short. We're not here that long. We're not going to take any of this with us when we go. We're not going to take our success or your trophies or whatever it is you get in this world. You're not going to take that with you, right? But you are going to look back, I guarantee, and just know, I went for it. I went for it. I lived fully. I got out of the shallow end and I swam into the deep end, and I stepped out in faith and I trusted God. You're either going to know that, or you're going to say, I shrunk back. I stayed in the shallow end. I didn't trust God. I didn't step out. I stayed in fear and anxiety, and I spun around in circles, and I got in my own way because I thought it was safer that way. And at the end, when we look back, I mean, which way do you want to live? You really have to ask yourself that. So I wanted to share that with you today because, again, there's a lot of people that don't want to take responsibility. And in entrepreneurship, by nature, the only people that succeed are the ones who take full responsibility for their success. You can't be blaming anyone else. And the good news about that is that you get to choose, you get to shift, you get to have your breakthrough. You do not need to stay stuck. And no matter what has happened up until now, it doesn't matter what your past is, it doesn't matter what results you've had or lack thereof up until this point, that has nothing to do with what's available to you starting right now moving forward, if you're willing to have a breakthrough, if you're willing to get out of your own way. Now, I know as an entrepreneur that no tool, no training, no program, no new amazing course or new blueprint that comes out is going to help you succeed if you are getting in your own way. I know that. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've experienced it for myself. Until you're ready to have that breakthrough, you're not going to be able to use the tools that are at your fingertips and the opportunities that are at your fingertips. So for that very reason, I am running a 3-day transformational breakthrough workshop that's designed to help you get out of your own way and step into action, step out in faith in a whole new way, so that you can use all the tools that are at your fingertips, all the training, everything that's available to us in a time like this, to build a business that you love, to really step out and do what you know you need to do. And most importantly, to be able to build a profitable business that's considered essential, which means you don't ever need to close it down no matter what's happening in the world. And you can build it from anywhere in the world. That's all available to you right now. And if you're not running with that, if you're not stepping into that, I guarantee something's blocking you. You are in your own way in some way, shape, or form. So if you want to get out of your own way, if you want a breakthrough, if you want your breakthrough so that you can start to get results, I want to invite you to come and be a part of this. Now, the way I'm running this 3-day breakthrough workshop is the first 2 days is all transformational breakthrough work. So we're going to go deep dive in clearing the lies. My little dog is sneezing. Bless you. Oh, bless you. We're going to go deep dive in clearing the lies that are holding you back, and really having a shift in perspective that has you step into new action, has you step out in faith in a whole new way. And then day 3, I'm actually going to give you a proven blueprint for building a profitable, essential business that you can build from anywhere in the world. Now, I've used this blueprint ever since I started my business 10 years ago, and I know it works, but I also know that no blueprint in the world is going to help you if you're in your own way. So the first 2 days is all breakthrough. It is all you stepping into your calling and leaving your excuses and the lies behind. And day 3, I'm going to hand you this powerful blueprint that will be the launching pad for you to be able to do what you've been called to do. You know, we're living in such a powerful time. We have everything at our fingertips. Like, this is your opportunity to do it. But you've got to get out of your own way. You've got to be willing to have that breakthrough, to start with taking that responsibility, realize you were in the way, realize you can get out of the way, and be committed to having that breakthrough. No more looking at everyone else and saying, why does everyone succeed except me? You can have that too. You just have to be willing to get out of your own way. You know, no more comparing yourself to anyone else. No more feeling like you're behind or you need the next program or the next blueprint, right? It's not going to matter until you get out of your own way. And that's the truth of it. So if you know that, if this resonates with you and you are thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm done with the vicious cycle. I'm done keeping myself stuck. I want my breakthrough. I'm ready to step fully into what God called me to do. I'm ready to step out in faith, and I need to clear the junk that's in the way. If that's you, I want to invite you to come and be a part of this 3-day transformational breakthrough workshop. Now, there are limited spots. I have all the details on the link next to this video or miarene.com/live. Limited spots because of the nature of this transformational work we're doing. I'm keeping the spots very limited. Also because it's a very engaging, interactive workshop. I want every single person to walk away with a complete shift in the way that you see things, taking new action, stepping out in faith in such a powerful way. I want every single person to walk away with that result. So limited spots, and all the details are on the link at miarene.com/live, or go to the link next to this video somewhere. Come and join us for this 3-day transformational breakthrough workshop so that you can start to really step into what you've been called to do and utilize everything at your fingertips. But no matter what you do, start today with what I shared in that first step. Get out a piece of paper if you need to, write down what are you getting out of standing in your own way, and then write down what is it costing you. And you're smart enough to realize that the cost is way more than what you're getting out of it, and you're going to start to see that you are ready for your breakthrough. But until that moment happens, you're going to keep doing what you're doing because you're smart. Okay, don't beat yourself up. And you're not the only one. This is totally normal in entrepreneurship. But if you want to access the success that's available to you, you're going to have the breakthrough. So there's nothing unique about what you're feeling. Everybody comes up against themselves. But you've got to be willing to step aside, get out of your own way, step past the fear, the overwhelm, the doubt, the discouragement, and into action in faith, doing one step at a time what you've been called to do. This is available to you. I promise you, you can access it. How bad do you want it? And again, I'm happy to help you. Come join us in the 3-day transformational breakthrough workshop while spots are available. God bless.